You guys remember that one episode where we gave the guy a shirt and he was working on his boat, just started? Coming along good now. He flipped it upside down and he's working on the ribs, I guess. Looks kind of cool. Seems a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. He's already got the form. You can see the shape it's going to be. It's pretty cool. I mean, this is, I don't know, 50 feet, 40 feet. It's big and skinny. Can't wait to see what he's doing in a couple weeks more. Anyway, let's go get to our boat. Alright, so I think we covered this in the last episode when they got finished, but we got the, it's like a sacrificial board right here on the bottom, and I'm going to have them put another one. Can you see this, Alex? I'm going to have them put another one right here, because this boat is literally going to be up on my beach in front of the resort every day, picking people up. So there's sometimes rocks or whatever, or we pick them up at other beaches and stuff. I just want this big, I don't know what to call it. It's a super hard sacrificial wood, I guess. Not part of the keel or anything. And then this is pretty much done, and we're talking right now with the builders and the other fiberglass specialists to see how much matting we need, how much clear resin we need, because we're gonna fiberglass it all the way to here, the whole hull all the way to here. All right, so the whole boat, 60 something foot boat. And then we're gonna have to figure out, well, today they're taking out the old bulkheads. I don't know if you guys remember, but the bulkheads, we kind of put holes in them and stuff when we were adding stringers or ribs. So I'm getting thicker stuff, 1-inch ply, and we're gonna totally seal that. And then once those are in there, we can paint the entire inside of the boat and seal it, treat it with the special epoxy and stuff like that. And then we got to figure out this. I really want to get a game plan and what we need to actually buy, because I want to replace these outriggers and outrunners really soon, because when we fiberglass it, it'll be up to here. I want it to look nice and tie into the outriggers, because I'm not sure, we might be fiberglassing that as well. So I don't know if you remember right, we're taking away all this bamboo. I know it's flexible, but we're gonna get some 6x6s like this, put them together, 3, just to make one big beam, and that'll go all the way out there. Can you see this? There's gonna be 2, one here, no more, not one in the middle, and then we'll have we'll tie them together on the top like a platform. Not necessarily for walking, but these will just be one solid piece going down to the outrunners, and then we'll do that on all 3, and then the other side. So I think we got to get a plan for that today. So I'm happy with the hull. This is really good work. You can see it's just totally sealed, treated. Right now it's just got primer on it because I still can't decide on a color. We're like debating and everything. But if I want to sell it one day, who knows? If I get an offer, nobody's gonna want to buy it if it's bright pink. But I also don't want it to be white or white and blue like every other boat. So I got to get somewhere in the middle. Make sure I don't totally ruin the resale value, but also make it a huge beacon for my dive shop. This is just really good work. Check this out. Remember, this is where when the typhoon hit, it ripped it out of its moorings and bashed it onto the mangroves and the stumps and the trees. And this whole thing was holes. So totally replaced, super hard and sealed, really good epoxy. So this is just looking really nice.
All right, so these are the bulkheads we're talking about removing and replacing, because it's like super thin plywood, so we're gonna upgrade to that 1-inch plywood for that extra strength and stuff, you know. And then all of these blue ribs and all of this this wonderful distinctive blue we're gonna paint and prime over, or prime and paint over, so we'll get all of that replaced. So in this boat we have 3 compartments, 3 different bulkheads. One on this side that leads to the engine, and in a video coming up soon we'll show us how we're gonna take that thing out. And then all of these lines right here we have to replace, because this is our mast. I guess that would be our mast. Yeah, this main thing right here is our mast, so we want to make it thicker and stronger and actually have it come all the way down to the boat, you know, and secure it with more boards. Because all that's securing it right now is just these this nylon and these sticks, and then it's also connected to these are our moorings actually, so not our moorings, but I mean our outriggers, so we gotta get rid of all of these and replace them. So that is gonna be one of our next objectives. So currently we have Dexter and Alex trying to discuss how we can get this thing out a lot easier, you know, because we have one method that's kind of really risky, that's taking it and just lifting it out, you know, grabbing a ton of Filipinos and stuff and just lifting it out. But this is a really heavy engine. If someone were to slip and everyone were to drop the engine, it would cause a lot of damage, right, Dexter?
Yes. So we're gonna hire a mechanic to come in here and finish disassembling as much of this one as possible. Now the new motor we're putting in, the only thing we're going to separate is the transmission from the engine, and they're going to have to bring that in one piece. But you know, it's not old and crusty and rusty and half disassembled and everything else. So hopefully the new one, they'll be able to come in here and swing it down in here and get it mounted in without too much problem. There's not much room to work, but they have got manpower, so that's to our advantage. A lot more hands on it. You know, smaller guys, man, I'll tell you, it's amazing what they can lift and get out. And so now we got the exact replacement engine, so it's going to be really simple, because you know, if we would have had to change the motor out in any way whatsoever to a different make, model, size, or anything, it would have been a lot of struggle. This has already got the mounts in it, and we're ready to go. Just get this one out, bring the other one in, drop it in, fasten it together, we're good.
What are you thinking now?
Well, so while you guys are here like filming the boat and stuff, I'm still running the dive shop, doing Apple Island trips, diving, and of course we're renting the boats. And I'm taking all the criticism and, you know, all that, and basically the problem the guys have with the boats right now, you know, our service is perfect, the diving, everything's fine, but the only thing is some of our older divers, snorkelers, whatever, they're having a hard time actually getting onto the boat, especially when it's on the beach. So I want to solve that, because that seems like an easy fix. People are not going to come back, even if they have an awesome time. People are not going to come back if, you know, these other boats, they have these little skinny like 6-inch or 1-inch like ramps, and 2 Filipinos get over there and hold like a bamboo on the beach and on the boat, and they use that as a rail. So they're like, careful sir, hold on to this rail, and it's like really rickety. The ramp is going like this and bows in the middle. It's just super sketchy. You know, we had a 75-year-old guy yesterday, so the entire trip is perfect except for this. So what I want to do is I'm designing my own. So 2 things. Here's our ladder for getting up on the beach. So if my boat is parked on our beach right in front of the resort, that ladder is useless. Look how low it is. I mean, it's going straight up, and believe me, this is actually bigger, better ladder than most of them, right, Elvis? So what I want to do is 2 things. I want to move it, because this right here where it's attached, that should be entry point for the water. The divers can jump in on the other side. They should be able to jump in on both sides, because if there's a current and everybody has to go one at a time, that person's going to float away by the time the whole group is there. So I want 2 entry points. So this shouldn't be permanent. The second thing is I want to make it way bigger. So imagine if it went from here, it's not so steep, maybe like this, all right, and it's all the way down here to like here. So that's not much of a ramp. You got 8 feet that you have to go up. So instead of right there, it'll be right here with some big steps, really sturdy 6x6s, and it can just go real steady all the way to the top. And then I want to put some big handrails on the actual stairs, all right? And then I want to have some hooks or something so it latches onto the deck, but it's not permanent. When we're about to go, okay, everybody's on the boat crew lifts it and slides it down the side on the outriggers, all right? I mean, hell, if we're using it at my resort, you really don't even need to put it on the boat. You just leave it on our beach and go, you know? This isn't for the divers. I'll show you the ladder for the divers later, getting out of the water. This is just for getting up off the beach. So we'll either slide it down the outriggers and store it there and then pull it out when we need it, or I'll just leave it at the resort or wherever. But either way, it'll be out of the way and it'll be way bigger, like a real kind of like a ramp at a jetty on a cruise ship or something, instead of these. And believe me, this one's really rickety. Maybe we can find another one I can show you as an example, but I really want to build something sturdy and safe, and that's something I could do while these guys are working on the technical stuff. This is the stairway for the actual divers, the swimmers, snorkelers. Of course, we're underwater. That bottom step will be underwater. What I'd like to do, it's a good size, it's a good location. I might extend it like one more step so that it's about 2 foot underwater. Then it's just super easy to reach up, put your foot, you know, hand up your dive gear, whatever, and put your foot on that bottom 1 or 2 steps. Just make it really easy for, I mean, we had a 10-year-old the other day, we had a 79-year-old the other day. I want it to be accessible and easy for everybody, no stress. So I think this is a good one, but maybe just one more step down. And then when we're driving, it just folds up. So these are actually the coolant pipes that come out of the motor and go on the outside of the hull onto the ocean water so that they get cooled and then back into the ocean. So since we got them off, what I want to do, we're actually going to make them bigger, a bigger pipe, and a lot longer. This is a 18.5 meter long boat, 62 or 63 foot long boat. I don't think this is long enough for our giant diesel motor. I mean, I'm sure it works, but why not? While we have the hull being rebuilt, why not build another one? So it's going to be bigger diameter and about at least 3 or 4 foot longer. So it'll come out of the motor, outside of the hull, hug the hull real tight, under the water, under the cool waves, down the hull, and then back in the boat. But it'll be a lot longer, get a lot more cooling action. And we're gonna have to do that before we fiberglass it, obviously, so that they can drill the holes, put these in as close up to the hole as possible, just like last time, if you guys remember what it looked like. And then they can fiber over that, make it one nice little curve. So I don't know if I ever mentioned that to you, but it'll make that engine a lot cooler. And another one of those complaints that the divers have, if anything, is some of the boats we rent are too loud and noisy and smoky. They get a little seasick. So we're definitely putting mufflers on this, making sure the exhaust goes out the back, maybe even underwater. So it's just not going to be a really loud, annoying boat like a lot of these pump boats are. So yeah, that's cool stuff. So tomorrow is going to be a stressful day. Luckily, or thankfully, I don't have to be here. I got a nitrox course I got to help teach, but I'm going to have to send Alex and Elvis down to film it. But what they're going to do now, they're going to flip the entire, they're going to take the boat out, flip it around, and get it way up on the beach, because now we got to take the motor out and put the new one in piece by piece, but still super heavy. So since the motor's in the back, they want it much closer to the shore where the motor's already at. You see like the little wall? They'll get it as close to there as possible so they can make a ramp. And they're gonna have like 10 or 15 Filipinos carrying it on bamboo like they did when they got it in my truck. I don't know, but they're gonna have to flip it around. And then they can work on the last like 10 feet of the boat. They can reskin it and everything. Look at freaking Gilligan up there. That's another thing we gotta do. He's sitting on the roof using it as a chair. There's actually a chair under there, but the roof is too short, so he just uses the roof. So we gotta extend the roof, make it taller for everybody to have shade. Yeah, we'll put some solar panels up there for all the lights, the radio system, you know, charging phones and doing whatever we want to do. Charging dive cameras when we go on longer trips. But yeah, we got to make it taller so people could actually sit under there. Well, tall people like him. But yeah, tomorrow, flip around the entire boat, lift it back up, get it closer to shore so they can work on the back. All right, guys, we got a plan. We got a shopping list. We got pricing. We got everything. We know what to do next. So let's go shopping. We're at the store where my wallet goes to die. Let's go. So we found fiber mat and fiber. I don't know what you call it. Cloth. And I guess we're using the cloth. So we're using fiber mat. Oh, that is not pleasant to touch. We're just trying to figure out how much we need for a 18-something meter boat. So we're eventually going to have guardrails on the boat. Right now they're like wooden handrails or whatever. We're going to have stainless steel pipe. I'm not really going to buy it today because I didn't make measurements. I want to see the boat floating first, but we'll have some, can you see that? Have some good handrails around the whole boat. And the stairs. So it's hard putting together colors. Here's our color chart that they have. They don't have pink, so this store sucks. Maybe we go with orange, I don't know. This place has everything except for our clear epoxy for the fiberglass. And we got our epoxy primer, lacquer thinner. Got plenty of lacquer thinner here. We got blue primer. No, it's good. We got white primer and blue paint for the inside of the boat. Don't care about what color that is. And then we're going to prime the outside, figure out how to paint it after we fiberglass it. They're still rounding up the fiberglass. Where is it? This place is so fancy, they got a money counting machine. Did you show that in the other video? I spent so many thousands, they got a like freaking drug dealer. Alright, we got a whole roll of fiber mat. That's not even gonna be in the next video, but we're getting a whole bunch of stuff together because the fiberglass guy was at the boat telling us what to get. But we also got the primer and paint for the inside of the boat so we can treat the ribs and the new bulkheads and stuff. And that'll be in tomorrow's video. Well, they don't have any resin. We got everything else. So we're gonna head down to another construction place and find the resin and cobalt, whatever the fiberglass. We gotta get stuff. So the only composite resin premix they have is red. I was joking when I said I want a pink boat. So where do I find clear resin?
Try in golden rule.
Golden rule?
It's like by the market.
Holy Child
Oh, okay.
around the road.
Okay.
Or
No
Sinet.
styrene. No styrene.
We don't have.
Salamat. All right, it's the next day, and we're back here at the shop because we're having a really hard time finding styrene and cobalt and marine fiberglass resin. I think I got those names right. I'm just so busy, I keep forgetting like everything. But the only we shot, I don't know if we filmed it or not, but we went all over the city, and the only fiberglass resin we found was like okay, I know you're gonna say it's perfect, but it was like a pink color. We need a clear color for this one so that we can paint over it later. I think that's the plan now. And plus, they were only in 1 liter bottles, and that would have been super expensive for an entire boat that needs multiple coats and layers. So yeah, we had a subscriber come in yesterday. He was also building a boat, and it's on hold, and he has 5 gallons, maybe 10 gallons, 2 big buckets that he'll sell us. So we're gonna go down there. I think is it Pioneer? I don't know, but we're gonna figure out if that's the right resin. So then we'll have that, and then I'm still trying to search for Primex and cobalt. I don't even know what this stuff is, but we had the meeting with the fiberglass dude, and we got his shopping list, and we have everything else. So yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe we won't even fiberglass this thing, huh? I think it's good like it is. Let's just get some oars, like some really long oars, like a Viking ship. I'm gonna have to hire like 20 dive masters now, and we'll just paddle out to whatever dive site or Apple Island, and we'll just Viking the shit out of this boat. All right, because yeah, it's one hell of a ride so far. Anyways, I'm also ordering some wood for the outriggers and aluminum plating for a new awesome ramp type ladder thing. I guess I talked about that already. Lots going on. So thank you guys so much for your support. I'm gonna put a little poll right here at the end of this video, so you guys that watch to the very end of the video, you'll know what color should we make the boat. That's what we need to know. Me, Dexter, Alex, Elvis, we're having this debate, and we're saying pink was too much. It's like our thing, we stand out. But so maybe we'll do like Sirius, if you guys are in Philippines, a Sirius bus green, like a neon, like this. You see the shirt? Like a bright neon green with black trim and stuff around the boat. I don't know. But then in all the videos, thousands of comments now, you guys are saying just make it pink. So bright neon pink, maybe with some black or white octopuses on the side or something, some cool design. I don't know. Tell me down below. The only thing you cannot say is white or blue, because every single boat out here, I don't even know what boat was parked. Look, there's a boat parked in front of my resort right now. I don't even know whose boat that is. They all look the same, so it can't be blue or white. Anything else, it needs to be ridiculous. It needs to be super bright, standing out. We'll go to Apple Island with 50 other boats. They'll say that's the Critter Republic boat. We're gonna have like we said in another video, or maybe this video, I don't remember. We're gonna have really tall masts. I want like a 20-foot flag, like a pirate flag. And Dexter wants these giant speakers. What is that song? Dun, 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 dun. Like when we're showing up at Apple Island or a dive site or the public beach, we'll have this giant pirate flag out the back, and the freaking Vietnam music like we're invading, and they're gonna know who's here. I think I've had too much coffee. See you guys later.